Twitter Spaces, the Cypher's live. Ozman collects, he's hosting dives through digital realms with shows at 5. Web V, meet Marvel, the narrative thrives. Weekends we speak with Josh and Stride. Collectors going digital, we coincide. Digital sweepstakes handouts for those who abide. Bring collecting space news, we never misguide. V chill, kick back, geek modes. From car flips to comics, the spectrum loads.
Retest. Hopefully come through nice and clear and everyone can hear me okay. Hey, Shawnee's in the house. Shawnee, how are you, mate? Thanks for popping in. So we're just getting all warmed up. Master Ronnie. What's up, Ronnie? How are you, mate? So get some intermission music going while we're just waiting for everyone to roll up. Hopefully my audio is coming through nice and clear and I don't sound like a robot or something silly. Because I remember last week we had some audio issues. So if I do sound a little bit iffy or scratchy or whatever, please let me know so I can do something about it. But let me know. Say, let me see some 100%. Let me see some thumbs up. Let me just let me know my audio is coming through nice and clear. Hey, you got Hinano's a house, Doctor. Everyone's rolling in. Oh, here he is. Let me just turn this off real quick. Cue this one up because we're going to need that in a minute. We got Doctor in the house. Doctor, how are you, mate?
Good, Prez. What's going on? Another Web V.
Yes, sir. So unfortunately, my co-host is running a little bit behind, but he will be joining us momentarily. But how are you, mate?
I'm good, man. Can't complain. Just chilling with some friends, you know. And all of you in space, man. Some more friends.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We got all the cool kids in the house. So we got Hino, DZ, Double Quill, Chris, Master Ronnie, Shawnee Poo, Sven. So everyone's here. Also, yeah, that's right. I had another fellow requesting to come up and speak, but I wasn't too sure about him. Yeah, guys, I just want to make sure I'm coming through nice and clear. Audio's all right.
Loud and clear, bro.
Yeah, good. I just like to double check because I always have those little moments where I always try to get rugged. But we've got enough people in the house. How about we kick this thing off with this lovely track.
Twitter Spaces, the Cypher's live. Ozman collects, he's hosting dives through digital realms with shows at 5. Web V, meet Marvel, the narrative thrives. Weekends we speak with Josh and Stride. Collectors going digital, we coincide. Digital sweepstakes handouts for those who abide. Bring collective space news, we never misguide. Be chill, kick back, geek modes, kick off, flips the comics, the spectrum loads.
All right. Okay, everybody. Osman Collect 63 here. We're back again with another Web V Weekends. And yes, thank you again. Thank you very so much for Dokta Strange for doing that awesome intro track for us. We call it the Web V Anthem, which you can also hear. As also got a video with it now when we get these to the YouTube channel. So very, very cool. But I've also got the man himself here joining me. So Doctor, how are you, mate?
Doing good, man. Can't complain, man. Just glad we're here for another Web V weekend, man.
Yes, sir. Now, I do have
excited.
someone come. Yeah, but we got loads going on in the market. I mean, like, wow, we got some big stuff coming. This week is going to be an intense week. I tell you what, we got all sorts of big things happening. But tell you what, we got someone who wants to come up to the stage. Goes by, what's his name? Fellows Intern. So I'm going to let him up. But I do warn you, I've got my Photomatic 5000 ready to roll. So if you're a troll or being silly, so. Nope, he's run off. Oh, hello, followers. You there, mate? Hello. Nope.
Follows in turn. You're up.
Nope. He's gone. So that's right. He had his chance. Sorry, fellas. So you have to listen to the background. So sorry, mate. Unless you want to try it one last time, I'll give you one last chance. But be warned. I do have the Photomac ready to roll. There we go. I do like to give people the benefit of the doubt and try and provide a space where people can come and express themselves. But at the same time, I do have very little patience for trolls and people causing trouble. So, nope, he's gone. Anyway, sorry guys. Back to the show. It's always fun to have a little bit of something just to keep these kind of funny and interesting.
Yeah, keep you on your toes.
That's it. Keep on my toes. Oh man, I actually was looking forward to using it because it's been so long since I've actually used it. But anyway, so listening in the background. So if you want to listen in the background, mate, that's totally cool. But again, I appreciate everyone taking the time out of your busy day to come and chill in the space. Let's see all the cool kids are in the house. Say Miss Gecko, Sleepin's in the house, Dr. Rolex, so Hinano D Evolved, Double Quill. If you haven't checked out Double Quill's latest blog, so we've got I do always make a habit of or trying to shout out where I can. Go. It's Adventures in VeVe number 57. It's me first. And very entertaining, very entertaining read about like the whole idea of being first. I did also like the little reference to the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon or something you threw in there as well. Very cool. So definitely check that out because it's a very entertaining read. And just on the subject of entertaining reads, we've got Chris Evers in the house as well. So he's just released his latest block for Go Collect. Basically, VeVe and Marvel announced the first ever Hulk 180 and 181 digital collectibles, and again, very insightful and very entertaining read. And yeah, that's going to be another big topic of this discussion is a Hulk 180 and 181 because we got both of them. So, Doctor, are you excited? Because I'm excited.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. I mean, especially after reading Chris's blog, forget it. I mean, it just had me pumped, man. I thought it was going to be a nice little, short and sweet, but, you got to cover 80 and 81, 180. Mm-hmm. But it was very lengthy, but packed with so much info, man. It just got me hyped. So, yeah, I'm ready. I'm definitely
ready. Yes, sir.
This is what, this is what I started clamoring for when I first saw Marvel Comics #1 announced. This is another book that I didn't manage to get as a kid, eluded me most of my life. And, when the whole run happened and comics went up and all this NFT stuff started popping, I just refused to buy the books that I had when I was growing up that I bought at $1.50, $1.25, $1, and, kept in pristine condition, but lost due to transportational theft. I lost everything in one swoop. So I just was like, I see all these comics popping again. I would love to start collecting again, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. The prices were just crazy. World copies were like $20 for some of these books, during the run when it was getting crazy. And then here comes VeVe. I was already on VeVe. And then they announced the Marvel Comics, man. And that just, Hulk 181 was just one of, my top 5 that I envisioned being able to collect on the app and finally get. So, yeah, I'm hyped, man. Definitely.
Absolutely. It's like, this is like, where is it? Yeah, let's go. But yeah, so, yes. So before we can tell you a few more, just because I see, he's still here? Well, he is still there. So first of all, a little bit of community news, then we'll get into the fun VeVe news. First and foremost, very, very important. The Real Uncommon podcast have recently had a scamming incident that happened with their true podcast key. So I'm under the impression that has been sorted now, but just be aware that has been taking place. So if you were affected by that or had anything to do with that at all, just be aware that that's going on. But I do believe it is all sorted. If not, see Hinano and D for further information. What else did I write down that I thought was very important and worth talking about? Oh yes, it was. We've had a few birthdays over the last couple of days, so I just want to say big happy birthday to Weisman, who was listening down there in the background, mate. Happy birthday to you, which was a couple of days ago, I believe. So I hope you had a good one with the family and they spoiled you rotten. And I think we also had Digital Vibes as well. Also had his birthday as well a couple of days ago. So big happy birthday to you, and anyone else out there in the space has had birthdays lately that I haven't mentioned. So very, very cool stuff. What else do we had? Oh yes, big shout out to Mr. MC1. Apparently he's the first level 100 collector spotlight, which we got showcased on the video with Corey and My Collectibles and all the other. Oh, here we go. Who's come up to the stage? It's the man himself. It's Weisman. Weisman, how are you, mate?
Hey, how you doing?
What's happening, mate?
Oh, good to talk to you. Thank you. That's very nice of you to give me a birthday shout out.
No, absolutely.
Oh, no, thank you.
Go through your files, mate. Like, you throw out like awesome content, like with the videos you create, and you're just now all right, awesome guy. Which I'm actually really, really looking forward to catching up with you again at the end of the month.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see you in real life. To catch up. It's going to be good, isn't it? We're gonna head to the cinema, aren't we?
Well, we're definitely going to try. So yeah, we've got our own cinema happening. Got their thing happening over with San Diego. So we're going to try and do our own thing.
Listen, I know this is really late, but I just want to congratulate you on your gold and silver logo as well. I know I'm really late, but I just haven't been able to talk.
Oh no, all good.
I was tied up. I've been tied up, put it that way. But yeah, you really deserve it. Obviously, all the other winners do too. And I know this is old news, but I just wanted to say, congratulations, mate. It's amazing.
No, thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, it was definitely a shocker when they announced it.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't shocked. I thought you were definitely, yeah. You deserve it so much. It's awesome. And yeah, I'm just really pleased for you. But yeah, can't wait to see you.
Yeah, mate, that's going to be fun. We've got the likes of yourself. Ronnie's going to join us as well. VeVe is going to be there. Even Nova said he might turn up. And
Mr. Falcon.
I was about to say Mr. Falcon's there as well.
Yeah, hopefully it's that all thanks to him that people know about my birthday. He's very kind.
I know, I saw
with a lovely message that I didn't expect, but it was very sweet. But yeah, can't wait. It's going to be good. And hello, Doctor, as well. We had a good time in New York together, didn't we?
We did, man. Definitely had a good time, man. It was good meeting you, catching up with you. And yeah, man, it's B-Day time again. Let's go.
Yeah. I've been completely spoiled this weekend, so I feel very grateful for that, and thank you to everyone who, I didn't expect anything, but thank you for everyone's lovely messages and all that stuff. But yeah,
no, sorry, our pleasure, mate.
Oh, thank you.
And we also got Chris Severs off the stage as well. So, Chris, how are you, mate?
Aloha.
What's up, Chris?
How are you?
Hello.
Yeah, I just heard Weisman say the congrats, and I know I've been out of action for a couple of weeks on vacation, but I wanted to share that sentiment, Alex. That was something to see that, and I know I was on holiday, right, as you know, in Maui, and showed that to my wife, and she's like, "Oh my God, is that Alex that you do all those shows with on the weekend?" I'm like, yeah, right. Actually, it was awesome. I think you were sleeping, and we were all talking.
I was. Well, I had every intention of jumping into that space, like who was announced it, but like you said, like I fell asleep, and I woke up the next morning to all these messages on my phone, like congratulating me. I'm like, what the hell? He's like, yeah, you won. I was like, oh crap, I won. I felt like his own party or something like that, because I listened back on the replay after that, and Clarissa's up there saying thank you, Millie's up there saying thank you, even Cointech was up there saying thank you, and where am I? I'm sleeping.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool way to receive an award. I love that.
See, that's the ultimate. You're making money in your sleep. That's how you want it to go.
Yeah, I wish I was making money. That would be nice, but no. But no. I tell you what, I told the And the first thing the first thing she said to me, like, "Can you sell it? How much is it worth?" I was just like, it's like I'm not. It's priceless, exactly.
And just like Double Quill's blog today, that was your first. There you go.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I and unless my kids need like something life changing, like no, I ain't going to sell it anytime. Like I've said before in previous streams, to me it's just like a symbol of recognition that basically what I'm doing is good, meaningful work, and I'm going to keep doing it for so long as everyone keeps listening and tuning in.
That's awesome.
Hey Chris, I'd love to just say hello to Chris really quickly.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. I've never spoke to you, Chris, but yeah, I love what you do, and we've got a Star Wars connection. I know Star Wars was the first movie we both have a strong memory about that. So
correct.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Nice to meet you formally as well. This is great.
Yeah. Lovely to say hello.
Yeah.
But yeah, Osman, I'm thrilled for you. I'm thrilled for the experience you're going to have with the gold and silver logo. It's well deserved.
No, thank you. So someone's already suggested to me I should hit up Sanjay for a hat.
Yeah. Is that like it's the Willy Wonka ticket? Right? We all scoured the planet looking for ways to find one, and you got one. There you go.
That's it. No, awesome. Yeah, no. Again, thank you very much, everybody, and also a big congratulations to everyone else who got themselves a gold logo out there as well. So like Clarissa, Umili, Cointech as well. So all very well deserved.
Yeah,
I know. Isn't it amazing? Sanjay's doing that again in October, and because there's so many more people that deserve, recognition. I mean, we all know that, and I love it that he's doing it again. Because we're surrounded by talent, basically.
But also at the stage we got Mr. Falcon. Mr. Falcon, how are you?
Hey.
What's happening?
Hey everyone, how you doing? How's it going?
Hello.
Hey all.
So
I just wanted to since everyone's talking, everyone's saying, congratulating you, Osman, for your gold and silver logo. I just wanted to come up and just say I don't think you deserved it at all. And I just think
no,
obviously that's a joke. I'm very proud of you.
I tell you what I do want though. I want one of your tickets. One of your shirts.
Yeah, they don't actually exist, but maybe I don't know. Maybe they should. No, well done, man. Absolutely, 100% deserved. You're a legend. So well done. Love it. Doctor Chris, Vibes man, what's up?
Hello.
Very good.
Hey.
Nice to talk.
Yeah, you too, man. Loving your work.
Thank you so much. Much appreciated. It was a bit of a funny one. I think was it in Double Quill's blog today? Just the comment, is it 180? Is it 181? And when they dropped 180, it's like, oh, they've got to be dropping 181. And
yeah,
I wrote the blog about 180, and then thinking, it's going to take a month or so. Maybe they'll drag out 181. All of a sudden, I see it. It's like, oh my god! So I had to jump in. I had to call my editor. I'm like, I got to do some changes real quick here. And it was burning some midnight oil. So that blog was kind of the one that you're reading was put together in about 2 hours. So
those VeVe folks keep you on your toes, don't they?
Yeah, they're always guessing, second guessing everything. Right?
Keep you guessing.
But that's half the fun, right? So yeah, I was just too tired to the time change to try and do a second one. So I need a vacation from my vacation to get used to being at home now. So time zones, right? They're difficult. But...
Oh, mate, tell me about it.
Yeah. But
you're speaking to the 4 a.m. man, so
that's right.
He knows.
Yeah.
And I quick shout out too while I'm on the mic here. But I saw Dee and Hinano are on the stream here. I just want to say hello to them again. Absolutely wonderful people. I had a chance to meet them when I was in Maui, and they actually came over from the Big Island where they live to meet me and my family and spent the entire day with us. And I'm sure you can all imagine we did not stop talking.
No, I can imagine that.
It was great. There weren't enough hours, and the gifts that they shared, and the food that they brought, and the stories, and just it's kind of funny because I think it was him and I were on the beach, and he's kind of like, yeah. First, this might have been a little weird, right? Like, we only know each other because of the internet. Here we decided to get together. Yeah, it was great, though. It was. They were exactly as you would expect. They were just so kind and wholehearted and genuine, and yeah, we had a wonderful time. So I have to shout that out, and I wouldn't have met anyone here. I wouldn't recognize any of these faces if it weren't for this one little app that we've all fallen in love with, right? And so very appreciative for all of this. So just wanted to say thanks to everybody for that. So.
I'm glad your story went that way, because the other version would be they came over and met us and it was so awkward, like all day long.
Took all my NFTs and
they stole from me. We had nothing to say to each other. They were rude. Like, no, I'm glad it went that way.
Yeah, we had a few things in common to talk about, so it was pretty good.
No, it's great. I mean, I always encourage everybody, if you have the opportunity to meet up with anybody from the VeVe fam in real life, definitely do it. I mean, like I said, like I've met up with Weisman, Mr. Falco. I've met you once as well, and definitely looking forward to it again at the end of the month. I see
very much.
Ronnie's down there as well. Yeah, it's just awesome just to get together, like have a couple of drinks, like just chill and actually have something like in common to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could see on the pictures when you met Chris with Dean and Anu, the I don't know, you could just see you were very happy to be together, and that was beautiful to see.
Oh, great! Yeah, it was true. It was just like one of those little magical moments. It was here I am in a place that I haven't been to Hawaii in, oh boy, I think almost 20 years. And I used to go quite a bit back in the day when the good old Canadian dollar was worth more than the US. And so it was a little easier for us Canadians to get there. And haven't been back because now it's not. But we had all these things to do and these checklists of all these items, and like top 3, right? Like meeting their family was the absolute highlight. So it's I mean, I would agree, if you have a chance to meet anyone in person, it's just it enhances this whole experience completely, right? It's partly why we're here. One of the things I try to do when I'm writing those blogs is explain to the physical collectors that I get a lot of grief from. Like, I understand the fudders and all the stuff that, the comments that come on these live streams and stuff. Sometimes it's hard to get away from that, but there's still a lot of paranoia around this, right? And it's like, look, get past digital versus physical. Look at the community. Look at the fun that people are having, the relationships that are being built out of this, the growth, the learning. That's the biggest part of it. And I think, as a lot of us collectors, I know, Doctor, you were talking about this in the beginning, right? Like all the things that we used to do as kids trying to buy books, your community, your network was kind of restricted, right? I mean, how many of your buddies had BMX bikes and could ride down to the LCS with you or stuff like that, right? And here now I'm on a stream with people from all over the world, right? Completely different, but absolutely fantastic, right? So this is where that's why I try and do what I do, right? So, but this is the whole part.
Yeah, same. Yes, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Like, it's like just VeVe's provided us, like, with this fantastic product that's actually just brought everybody together, like I said, from all over the world. Like, I've said it like on numerous streams as well. Like, I wouldn't have imagined myself sitting in front of a microphone, like, chatting with people from all over the world, like, a couple of years back, like, being a content creator or just like doing anything like internet based. But yet here we are.
Exactly. Right.
I think that's something that a lot of people unfortunately miss out on, because we know the ups and downs of VeVe, but once you're part of the community and you get to jump into places like this with people who are lovely, like, that's the most important thing. I don't think about, the Killer Croc statue that I bought for an embarrassing sum of money a long time ago, and I'm not bothered about that, because I've got to meet all these lovely people, friends, and it's been a wonderful journey. So If you're missing out on that, embrace it. You might feel better.
Exactly. Well, I tell you what, mate. I still look at my my lenticular goofy eyes that I bought for $3K, and I still think the exact same thing. So I'm right there with you.
I didn't mean to bring that up, but yeah, yes, you know what I mean.
Yeah, mate. No, I'm sure we've got one or two items in our portfolio, mate.
I'm the same, Osman, with the goofy. That's my goofiest mistake on this outfit. It's painful to talk about, painful to think about.
Yeah.
I feel your pain with that one. Yeah. But the magic of meeting everyone, it's just definitely that's why I'm still here, obviously.
Absolutely. Well. We've got more people off the stage. We've got D. We've got Josh, Collected on Digital. How are you?
Dude, I'm so sorry. I'm a terrible co-host here. I running a bit behind. I just got home from up north, so I was on a little trip. But yeah, I just been sitting in the car for the past 4 hours. So nothing too special for me. But hello to everybody on stage.
Hey Josh, great to see you.
Yeah. It's all good. You made it. You're here. That's the main thing.
Little car flipped upside down and on fire on the highway, so that's why it took so long. But yeah.
Oh wow.
Crikey.
Thank goodness you're safe.
No, fire truck hadn't showed up yet, and you just see the father and what looked like his son on the side directing traffic with the palm on the forehead. I was like, bad day.
That is a bad Sunday.
Yeah.
No, right.
Well, thank goodness you're all right.
Well, that's it. And D,
it rained here today, but that's nothing compared to that. So I now feel a lot better.
Oh, England, it rains every day. we get like a 1 day of sunshine, and then that's it. We're back to like 6 months of rain. But D, how are you?
Oh, hey, it's Proxy D. How are you?
He's in disguise.
What's up, Alex, John, Falcon, Vibesman, and it looks like the Canadian ambassador over there. How are you guys?
That's it. We're doing good. So we got all the cool kids in the house tonight. It's fantastic. I love it. Oh, look, there's D.
I got hacked.
I was say, been catfished.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
Hey, D.
Happy day.
Yeah, it was really nice to meet Chris and his family. Legit, one of the nicest Canadian family I've ever met. So,
and I think if it wasn't for the time zones, I think Chris and I probably could have talked till the sun came up. But you fell asleep on me, buddy.
See? Time zones.
Yeah.
It was 3 hours ahead for me. It was 4 in the morning.
I warned that I talk too much.
There's never a problem with that. Trust me. Tara will attest to that. Say hi.
Hi guys, we missed you already.
Hi.
How are you?
This is Tara's first live stream, everyone. I've finally convinced her to come on and engage.
I finally found someone that talks as much as Chris. It's fantastic.
Excellent. Well, there we go. Fantastic. Glad to have you.
I was out of the same thing.
She just ran out of here.
That's it. Well, that's right. Pleasure to meet you. But then again, this is how it starts. It just starts like, for 2 seconds, and next thing you know, she'll be in for the next one, and then she'll be here again, and then that's it. She'll be hooked.
I got to get her to buy a lenticular card. They're on sale right now.
Ooh.
Too soon. Too soon.
Chris, that hurts. That hurts deep. Do you know?
I get it, guys. Don't worry.
I did actually do that. I did DCA. I did buy another Goofy because I thought surely, I've got to get one when it's in the sale, and hopefully they'll both, it'll all work out.
I've got few. Don't worry. I share the pain. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Chris. That makes me feel better.
I'm the same as well. I feel like no, I might as well just pick up the whole set, and at least that way, like say, oh, at least we've got the whole set, and then just put it away and never look at it again for the next 20 years.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
The first Disney secret rare. That's what I'm clinging on to.
That's it.
Yeah, that's true. But
everyone, make sure you read Double Quill's blog today if you have not, and you will understand this.
Yeah,
I haven't. I must admit, and I will do. Thank you.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Nice one. And also as well, if you haven't had a chance to check out any of Mr. Falcon's VeVe news, is like also very, very entertaining. Like, so I just want to give you your shout outs while I got you as well, mate. So
thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Those are
I mean, it's a mess. It's absolutely dreadful, but thank you for that. Appreciate it.
That was great. So
those are fun. Those are fun.
Yeah, I always enjoy seeing where Hoggle's gonna end up next.
Hoggle loves them sweet rights. You never know. Please send more Hoggle. So, Hoggle is #Hoggle.
#Hoggle. But D, Hinana, while I've got you here, I was speaking about what was going on with the scamming alert. Has that all been taken care of now?
Yeah, it's taken care of now. It was a pain in the ass. Well, mainly for Hinano. Because there was we reported the imposter account, and then ours got taken down, but the imposter one was still up. So we're like, what the hell? So Hinano was going back and forth with support and OpenSea to get that taken care of. But yeah, that's all done.
Okay.
But yeah, just be careful on the links that you guys click on. I'm sure you guys should know that by now. Make sure the person that you're minting from is someone that you know or trust.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's been sorted.
Okay, good. Oh, that's good to know. That's why I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, so what else are my talking points? Oh, actually, just while we're on the subject of shout outs, I can see too. Has anyone seen the latest episode of Get to the Comics where we did X-Men number 4, which is the first appearance of Omega Red? Because if you haven't,
yeah.
if you haven't, I just want to give a shout out to Key Collector 98 and Darian, who I can see listening down there in the background. All I can say is just wow. All I can say is wow. So this one in particular is actually for Darian, because I'm sorry to say, Darian stole my show. She took my show. Oh man, it was amazing. We had like just a great time, and Darian was like fully getting into the role as well, doing the voices of Rogue and Jubilee, and it was a really, really fun time. So Darian, I just want to say thank you again so much for coming on the channel, and I'm glad you had such a fantastic time. And same to you, Kenobi as well, man. I'm glad you came on, had a great time as well. Kenobi did a very smooth job as Gambit. And if you haven't checked it out, definitely go check it out, because it's a lot of fun. I think that's about all I had on my little community. Oh, I also did tell Yostef as well. I was going to mention Yostef and VeVe Magic are going to be having their drawing tutorial. It's going to be happening on Monday, I believe, at 6:45 Eastern Standard Time over on the Discord. So if you're interested in that, definitely check that out. And I think that's about all I had. So how about we get into a bit of VeVe talk now, because this week. Oh, sorry, D's got a hand up. I didn't see. So D.
Yeah, hey. So for your Get to the Comics, you're booked up until when? So people know to get their requests in.
Oh yes. Right now I am booked up. July is booked up. August I got one slot left, and I'm just getting into September now. But if you are interested and you do want to come on, and send me a DM. If I haven't contacted you already, I am actually going to be doing the rounds very shortly to try and get some recurring some past guests on, maybe in the likes of maybe Mr. Falcon, maybe, or maybe
what?
maybe Dokta, or maybe even Richard there, exhibition listening there in the background. Maybe perhaps I could entice you guys maybe to come back and do another one. Perhaps maybe even KC down there in the background as well.
You should try and get the one and only Mondo on the show.
Ooh,
he's down there.
That is very true, because I do actually have the intentions of actually hitting up Vincent, see if he wants to come do the addiction. So stay tuned for that one. See if that one actually gets anywhere. But yeah, Mondo, if you are listening down there and you've got Vincent's ear, definitely whispered in there for me.
I will have a rider next time. So I want only yellow M&Ms, 1,000 of them, and a big glass of milk, if you can provide that. So just saying, to put it out there. There's going to be some requests.
Absolutely. Let me write this down. Yellow M&Ms and large glass of milk. Got it.
Not for drinking, just to have.
Just to have there.
Hello.
Good. That's brilliant. But yeah, like I was saying, if anyone is interested and wants to come on the channel, just send us a DM and I will get you in. But yeah, like I said, it's been very, very busy lately. Oh, we got another request. Who's come up the stage this time? Oh, it's KC. KC's coming up the stage. Here we go. KC, you there? Oh, maybe. Are you there, KC? Or it's just connecting. Maybe faulty connection. Yep. Well, she'll get up here eventually. But yeah, as I was saying, like, we'll get into a bit of VeVe talk in a second, because I know that's what everyone loves to hear. But yeah, we got loads of stuff happening on VeVe this week. We got everything from the Flowers drop to the Ultraman comic, and to obviously the Hulk 180 and 181. So it's going to be a pretty intense week. Oh, here we go. Let's try again. Oh, Casey's coming up again.
Is the Ultraman comic coming out with is that VeVe Comics that it's coming out through?
I think it's coming up through the app. Let me just see if I can find the Medium article. Yeah, it's coming through. It says VIZ Media Ultraman Volume 1. So next page, VeVe Digital Comic lineup. So I'm going to assume it's coming through the app. But yeah, this is a pretty big book. So it's $14.99 price point, and it's 3,500 editions. But it's a bloody 240-page comic. It's a monster.
So stoked about that. My favorite part about it. Can't wait for it.
Oh, it's gonna be
great. I agree. Actually, I'm finishing up a stack in the Slacker right now on that, man. Very interested to drop.
Ooh. So stay tuned for that one, ladies and gentlemen. But KC, you made it. So how are you?
What's up? I missed my cue because X rugged me, but I was gonna ask Falcon, since he's such a superstar, are we talking 2%, whole milk? We want to make sure it's the right thing,
Hi, Casey. Yeah, I haven't made up my mind about that yet. Maybe it'll be, I don't know, almond milk. That's what it is. Not real milk,
not
almond milk.
milk.
I'm gonna go with that.
You prefer almond milk, yeah?
Yes, okay. That's what I want.
Perfect.
But thank you for clarifying. That is important.
That is very important. Like, we can't have having lactose allergies or anything like that. But that'll be an easy one to remember, because I drink almond milk, and that's all I drink as well. So very, very easy to remember.
I didn't want to make it easy for you. Goat milk. That's what I want.
Goat milk.
Goat milk that is transported from France, right?
Yes. The origin of the milk is very important. I didn't want to hijack your show with talking about goat milk. I'm sorry. It's your fault, KC.
No, it's good. Like I say all the time, that's one of the things I love about doing these X spaces. Is you never get the same episode twice. You always get some random thing happen, or get some other spicy bit of conversation to drop into it. It's what makes it so unique. And yeah, I love it. So, but yeah, I can't remember what I was talking about now. Ultraman, that's right. But yeah, I mean, the Ultraman comics. So that's dropping on when's the time? It's dropping on Wednesday, the 10th of July. And yeah, so it's I'm loving all the covers too, especially that secret rare. It's very the secret rare cover is very what's the word? Neon Genesis in Evangelion. So yeah, we're looking forward to that one. But then of course before all that we've got the what's it, the flower drop, the one with the Banksy. So did anyone grab themselves a Banksy?
Yes.
Yes,
Good.
I did too.
Nice. I mean, I should have like living. I felt like obligated to buy one, but I just sort of I got caught up with life and I missed out on the drop.
Yeah, my wife was a student in Bristol for many years, and a friend back in the day used to take me around Bristol and show me all the Banksies before Banksy was famous, basically. And I'm kind of a bit, obviously, I don't know. I thought it was incredible from back then, and I was talking to Mr. Falcon about this. I went a bit crazy on Saturday. I was trying to get that secret rare, but I just kept pressing buy now. But I never, I do. I'm really sort of calm, collected in the market normally. I sort of have my list of things I want to get. I wait, we know how it is. The price sort of goes down, and you pick your moment. And on Saturday, I was talking to Mr. Falcon after. I kind of just lost the plot. I needed to get that secret rare, And suddenly I find myself with several Banksies, which I'm not disappointed about. I don't regret it, but yeah, I really wanted one. It looks beautiful, but
it does.
Instead of being calm, collected, I sort of just a year of saving my gems and being calm and collected just went out the window.
Went out the window like it was like full on FOMO mode.
Yeah, I was really surprised, and suddenly I don't know, a bit like Sven with his dinosaurs with his T-Rexes. He just suddenly comes around and he realizes he's been going mad in the market.
Yeah. Or like when Fro has a night drinking and then wakes up and realizes he's bought 20 Electras or something like that.
Exactly. Don't drink and doozy. Although this was very early morning, I wasn't drinking, obviously, but but anyway, it's a beautiful collectible. But
it is
thinking about tomorrow and the million MCP points. I'm trying to. I mean, what do people think in here? Like, what do we think about that? I'd love to get a group opinion of that.
Yeah, well, that was even my next topic of discussion is like, because what is it? So we've got the two of them. Let me see, where is it? Bring up the article. So one of them obviously is for a million MCP points, which is, I believe, our secret rare with the 88 editions.
And it's only 70 after. Sorry to interrupt, but
that's right.
Only 70. Only 70 after VeVe have taken their 18.
So, here we go. So we've got the first flower box, which has 250,000 MCP points requirements. That one's editions 333, but they also hold back a total of 50 editions. And then you got the million MCP points, the 88 editions, but like I said, they hold back 18 of them. So first of all, if you've actually got a million MCP points to actually go for this, congratulations, because that's a pretty big achievement in itself. And then comes the question: are you going to use them?
I have got that many points, but it's taken me a long time to get them. I'm not a whale or anything, but so I'm just like, it's such. I was saying again to Mr. Falcon, it's such a first world problem, isn't it? It's like, oh, do I spend my million MCP points? I mean, it's what a lovely place to be.
I know.
Oh, it's so hard. So hard to know. Oh.
I know, it's a difficult one. It's a bit up there with the goat's milk, isn't it? And, what temperature do you like that milk?
I know. Lemmas.
Yeah, but I'd love just a collective. I'd not to tell. I don't know. I just wonder what people think. My thought is, if it was Banksy, if it was actually Banksy, of course, And I'm not discrediting Brandalised or anything. You know, it's just if it was actually Banksy, it's a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, definitely.
But because it's not technically, then, you know, say if Pokemon comes and everything else other people are saying might come, is it worth the gamble? But I don't know.
I don't know. Let's hear some thoughts.
It's tough. Hey, maybe this is the science geek coming out at me in a little bit, but did anyone ever calculate how much is one MCP point? Like if you spent 1 million points, like what's that gem equivalent? I'm not good at this kind of stuff.
No,
that's a really
definitely.
That's a good.
That's a very good question, and I have got no answer whatsoever to that one.
That's a superstar money question, 100%.
Yeah,
wouldn't that depend on the collectibles that are making up those points though? Don't they all? Wouldn't they have different values? Am I wrong? I don't know.
They definitely would have different values because if you hold just like, imagine if you just hold a bunch of secret rares, because secret rares give you like the most points for collectibles. So if you went and spent like hundreds and hundreds on just mad SRs, it's way different than if you were just stacking like a bunch of comic books, you know?
Yeah.
And then also,
so we need.
Then it comes down to time as well. You know, like Visman said, like how long does it actually take you to accrue that 1 million points? And it's like, you know, the value of, like, you know, say like, you know, you get it and like, you know, it like goes below, but like obviously it's probably not going to go below floor. But then it's like, you know, cost of like time versus value and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
it would take me a while to get that many back, but that's just try and think, because there's going to be people that are going to go for this that have that amount of points, and then my hunch, flip, go after the things that they've maybe wanted for a long time, or grails that they think are good value right now, and like there's a lot of options, right?
I must admit, Chris, that's what I've never liked that. I collect stuff and I keep it, but with this, I prefer the other. You know, like the secret rare that's currently there now to the bronze one. Personally, I might change my mind when I saw it up close. You know, I don't know, but that's my thought. You get it. I've never done this. I mean, I'm talking about this in public. It's terrible. Get it, flip it, get what you want. You know, get what I've really wanted all this time.
Well, if I'm reading between the lines, to me, that's a big part why they're doing this, right? This is a huge reward to the collectors that have held and accumulated these points. And it's like, look, you can keep the thing if you win it, or, you know, here's our gift for you to be able to go and grab something you want. But I mean, all these questions, right? If it was a real one, sure. You know, the value of those MCP points, how long is it going to take to get them back? And, you know, and who knows right now what the floor could end up being, right? This is the other thing. Maybe these go huge. Look at what those, was it the Aston Martin, the DB5 when it dropped, and that the No Time to Die, the first movie tickets, right? Yeah. Look at what they went for, right? It was incredible. This is also a first, right? It's the first time they've done this. And so these assets that you're crafting on MCP points, you'll always be able to say, this is the first time VeVe did this. So there's another kind of a future nostalgia thing we could be building into this too, right? So
yeah, it's all interesting stuff. And also as well, just before I forget about it as well, they've also got the charities that they're contributing to as well. Like, you know, with the
great idea.
Because they've got
that's amazing.
And they've also got the voting happening for that now as well, which is I believe they've got Save the Children, UNICEF, and St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital are 3 options. And
I did it, and you could just pick what. I'm not arguing, but when I did it, and you could just pick whatever you wanted. But has it now changed to specific? I see. They're the 3 that have been
narrowed it down.
That's right. Yeah. So that's the 3 that's been.
That's good.
You can go over to their site. I think there's a link, and then you can choose which one you want them to donate to. You enter your username, and then it goes from there.
Yeah, probably helps them to narrow it down too, right? Because they're going to have to connect with the organization, get the tax issues all sorted out. How are they going to do it?
Yeah,
and
such a good idea.
Yeah, but
no, it's great.
End of the day, great. Yeah,
absolutely. And we've got a key collector up to the stage. Hey, Kenobi, how are you, mate?
Hey, what up, baby? Hey, what up, Oz? What up, Doctor?
What up?
Collectors, what's good, baby? Mr. Falcon, D, KC,
Yo.
Chris, what's good? Oh, hold on, Vibes, I see you.
What's up,
Everybody
Keith?
else in the chat, what's good, man? Hey, Oz, man, I was on the road, bro, but I'm back in the lab. So I just wanted to say, no, man, I wanted to give your show, Get to the Comics, a big shout out, man. And if you're in here, man, I think he's like at 64, 65 subs right now. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, man. I mean, we say it all the time in spaces, you know what I'm saying, for everybody that's rocking on YouTube, or they have their own channel. So please subscribe. And I wanted to give a shout out because me and Darren, we had a ton of fun, bro. Like it was seriously fun, and that was my first time cracking open X-Men #4, and that was fun. That was a fun read, and the only thing was, bro, is like when you was like, "Who wants to read Beast?" I was like, "I'll read Beast," but then I thought about it, I was like, "Beast is hella smart. He's about to have some 13-letter words that I can't pronounce, and I'm about to sound hella illiterate up here." So I was like, thankfully Beast was just speaking regular words, bro, that I'm pretty sure that I could read. And it was cool, but I was scared he was gonna come with some scientific words that I couldn't pronounce. I was like, "Oh my god, bro! Everybody's listening." But no, shout out to my queen. She did a great job, man. She
killed it.
She killed it, bro.
Absolutely killed it.
And tons of fun, bro. I also want to give and show a lot of love to D and Hanano. And if you guys haven't gotten one of their passes, man, I would just say, like, please, like, support, you know what I'm saying? And anybody else is having anybody else has a YouTube channel, please hit me up, bro. Like I said, I want to support. Like that's first and foremost. You guys are coming with content every single day. I know how hard that is, man. You guys make it look easy. So, and D and Hanano, thank you for the prizes that I was able to win off of the, you know what I'm saying, the utility with the pass, and just freaking amazing. So I don't know if you guys got any left. If it's sold out, then it should be sold out, and if it's not, then please, guys, go support. But other than that, yeah, man, just want to come say what's up, and it's always good hearing your voice and hearing everybody else up here voice. And yeah, man, happy Sunday, everybody. Let's go.
Yeah, but happy Sunday to you too.
Thank you, Brody. Thank you, Darian.
Yeah.
And also, before I forget as well, congratulations to you as well, D, because I believe you won yourself a certain slab on that episode. Get to the Comics as well. So,
I did. It's amazing.
I know, I was like so jealous because it was like that Wolverine, that Wolverine versus Predator one, wasn't it?
Yeah, thank you so much for that.
Yeah,
we did have to make
thank
room.
you. We thank you. We won, right?
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Yes, it's for us.
Just hanging in the hallway in between both of y'all rooms, you know what I'm saying? Split in the middle.
That's
Hey,
it.
just give it to the little one. And shout out to Omi-Wan too, man. He won a great comic as well.
He did.
And shout out to Davo. If I'm butchering it,
Davo.
Thank you so much also for your giveaway too, Brody. So yeah, that was dope, man. Davo should be called Davo Young, bro. Like for real, because him and Scotty, they got the same artistic style, bro, and I love it, man. I live for that stuff. So yeah, shout out Davo for that one too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because Evolve managed to pick himself up. It was actually an exclusive sketch that Davo did for Get to the Comics. And stay tuned, guys, because there are more of them coming. So yeah, hold on, because and it's like I said as well, like, because we've also got Shawnee Poo listening there in the background as well, who also does very similar artwork. I say if we ever get Scotty Young, Shawnee Poo, and Davo all working together on some collaborative piece, I'm just pretty sure just the world would not be able to handle it, and just like, just explode with just so much awesomeness. It would just be amazing. No, I love it. So, oh, sorry, I just got a DM from Dr. Rolex. It's about he received a Web V steampunk logo from a while ago. Yes, Dr. Rolex, that was from me. I think you won one of our giveaways. No, it's not a fake. It is definitely from me. Oh, here we go. So we've got Shawnee Poo up to the stage. We're getting all the cool kids up tonight. This is great. So, Shawnee, how are you, mate?
What's up, Shawnee?
John.
Was it? Need to
Hello.
need to get out the crickets. There it is.
Oh, is my mic on now?
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
What's up? What's going on, everyone?
So let's go. How are you, mate? It's been a while since.
I know it's been a while. Shawnee Poo's been busy. I've been working on the book. Getting some pages done. And I've been seeing a lot of what's been going on lately with the community, and I'm coming up with a new video tomorrow, everyone. And it should be pretty awesome.
It's like
yeah, I know. It's been so long.
No,
But yeah, I've been in the background. I've been watching. I've been collecting, and I've been working.
Very cool. Because I see you've had a lot of activity over on Cryptoys more than anything lately. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Just I've been on the DTE Digital Toy Exchange. Yeah. They have some amazing deals right now. Cryptoys. They've got it going. I cannot wait for their app to drop. Hopefully, #soon. But yeah, I've been doing the Cryptoys thing. Also, I've been delving into this book IO thing and stuff IO thing. It's a new kind of thing. So that's something new. But also, VeVe's got it going on. Yep.
Yeah, it's happening all across the board. Like VeVe, Cryptoys, even McFarlane as well. They just announced the Batmobile.
Yes.
That's very exciting.
I can't wait for that. I cannot wait for that. Shawnee Poo wants it. Shawnee Poo needs it.
Absolutely. And anybody else going for the Batmobile over on McFarlane? Oh, I think D's got the thumbs up. Absolutely. Very cool. Yeah, and like we said before, this is great. I mean, like all these different projects are doing their thing, and just like as the space as a whole is just benefiting from it.
Yeah. There's just so much going on. It's like this. The sky's the limit, and we're just going up and up and up. We're just stepping, and it's just getting better and better, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, very cool. So let's see what else we've got to talk about. So we've gone over what's going on the VeVe side of things. So like I said, we've just covered the. Well, actually, let's talk about the Incredible Hulk number 180 and 181. So that's some pretty serious books we've got coming now. So we've got let's see, let me bring up the article here. So we have got I think Hulk 180 is dropping first. Yep. So Hulk 180 is dropping on Tuesday, the 9th of July. And that one I believe is. So it is a 10 gem price point with a 5,000 editions. And has a very, very nice covers. I think I should tell you what, the one thing that's really like a bit of a gripe at the moment is that when you go over to the VeVe blog, it doesn't tell you what the rare and ultra rare exclusive artists are anymore. So I thought it was kind of annoying, but I did write it down, and I did too. So the rare and ultra rare artists on this one are Alex Savok and Rachel Rosenberg. So I believe that they've collabed on all sorts of different titles over on the app. But who's excited for that one? Who's going for it? I'm definitely going for it.
What's their names again?
Alex Savok and Rachel Rosenberg.
Cool. I'll look them up. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I believe Alex Savok's done. I think he was the one behind Amazing Fantasy 15, the ultra of that. I believe he's also done the one for FA Misty Knight. And Rachel Rosenberg, well, she's a colorist. She's just done all sorts of stuff across the app. But yeah, look it up. So we've got that one, and then on Thursday, I believe. Thursday, is it Thursday? Let me see. Yes, Thursday, the 11th of July is the big one. Is the Incredible Hulk number 181, which is the first full appearance of Wolverine, whereas the other one was the first cameo appearance of Wolverine, because he only appears in one panel at the very end, I believe. But this one is going for, it is a 20 gem price point at 10,000 editions, so right up there with the rest of the Grails. So who's going for that one? I'm definitely going for it.
I'm in.
So, yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, so again, I'm not sure who the rare and ultra artists are on that one, because again, the article doesn't tell you, because it's kind of annoying. So MC, if you're listening out there, please whisper in VeVe's ear to please fix that.
Aren't they just? That's not been common, right? Is that just this latest one?
No, it's been there across a few of them now. Whereas they were showing it before, but then all of a sudden they just got rid of it. Like, the only reason I know about the other one is because it's on the app.
Yeah. I like having that as a reference if I ever need to go back and charts.
But yeah, no, the rare and ultra on the Hulk 181 is looking really, really nice. Got Wolverine, like, you know, basically diving straight at the Hulk, looking very cool.
Yeah, they're great.
Right.
Yeah.
And we feel the additions and the price sort of coincide with the rest of Grails. Everyone's quite happy about that.
Yeah, for me personally, I'm okay with it. I know there's been a bit of griping on the 181, right? It's $20, but is it the same valuation in the real world as AF-15? No, but I mean, it's such a popular book. Right, it's closing in on like 20,000 copies are graded, right? And that's just your handful. It doesn't include all the raw copies that people hold and all that. It's just such a in-demand book. It's just desirable, right? So, and if I'm correct, I think like a CGC 1.0 grade, I mean, fair market value is $1,500, right? So a $20 entry price, you know it's going to happen, right? It's the usual. I think it'll sell out just based on its popularity, but then the market will flood with, people that only chase secret rares or low mints and stuff. And that's when I go to work.
That's it. And also, before I forget as well, congratulations on that what's that? Marvel Comics #1, with that mint number.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I didn't actually catch it at first, and I looked a little bit closer. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, how the hell does he see these things?
Okay, I have to come clean on that, because we had our next door neighbors. I don't know if anyone's seen these. You can buy them on Amazon now. They're like those blow up bouncy castles with a huge TV screen on them. So they put this in their backyard, had all the kids and everybody over, put on Top Gun Maverick, and all the parents ended up in our backyard, the fire pit. And yes, I had a few glasses of wine. And so, just going to bed, I'm like, I'll just have one quick look. Who said it earlier? Was it Weissman or Mr. Falcon? Don't drink in VeVe.
Yeah.
And I just said, I'll just have a look. There it is. And I'm looking at the number, and I'm like, boy, that can't be right. And I spent like 10, 15 minutes. I was worried I was going to miss it. Researching, going onto marvel.com, back checking the date and all that. I'm like, yeah, that's it. And it was just sitting there exploring. So I thought, well, grab another one and keep the DCA action going. And
exactly.
It was fun.
It's just like close your eyes and just like just hold up the credit card and just say, take my money.
Yeah. So I always say, right, like, before you list, do your homework, check your mints. Right? Mm-hmm. It's like, it takes 5 minutes. Just do a search, and just before you let go of something that you might not realize what you have, right? And so
exactly.
I mean, I'm not a whale, but maybe I'm a little bit of a shark when I look for these types of things, right? And I just think, oh man, yeah, that's significant. So
yeah, no,
but for
nice.
that price, it was good too. Because I'm not trying to spend any gems, because I gotta wait for Tuesday and Thursday here. So, but the squeeze is on. So
Absolutely, and who knows what they're going to drop next?
oh, I know.
Because
going back to that MCP thing, that's actually my biggest issue. It's like, oh, I'd love to go for this Banksy thing. I think it'd be cool and fun, and I want to try it. But then it's like, what all of a sudden if like next week Marvel comes out and says, oh, we're going to do this exclusive 181 cover, maybe only 1,000 people or 500 people can have it, but you got to drop like 100,000 points or something like that. I'd be like, oh no, I don't have any points.
Yeah, well, so and especially when eventually like Omi to NFT eventually kicks off and rolls around, that's probably going to bring a whole new dynamic to the whole game.
Yeah. See, always second guessing.
Chris, I was thinking though, if you go for it and spend the $1 million, and then but you can't get it.
Yeah.
There is that as well. It's not like, I know you know that. I'm not saying that to you, but it's like, there's more than 70 people with that option, surely.
Yeah. Oh, I
so,
think, yeah.
But I've got the same dilemma, as you know.
Yeah.
Do I save them? But then you could, like you said, you could always sell it for that dream thing that you want.
That's my problem, though. There's too many dream things in this.
Same. We're going around in circles, I think.
Yeah, no one
First
ever
world
asked,
problem
what's
again.
the one thing you wish you could get in here?
Well, I mean, we had a conversation a while back on it, like because Hulk 181 like is another massive book. Is like, well, what other massive books have we got left? Like, what have we still got?
Captain America #1.
Exactly.
But no, Hulk 181 is probably. I mean, look, if it came out the same year, if it was in the golden age, same year as Captain America 1, it would have been one of the biggest books. I mean, there's only one bigger, and that's AF-15. That's Spider-Man's first appearance, but there's no other bigger appearance than Wolverine's. I mean, you could look it up too, like as far as like popularity and Marvel characters, and it's always going to be Spider-Man and Wolverine. Spider-Man first, Wolverine #2. But what I'm saying, like I said, Wolverine's first appearance was in the Bronze Age. And look, guys, I held this book probably for about a good week and a half before I did it in a buyer's giveaway for one of my shows. And I'll tell you this much right now: seeing is believing. Holding it and is another thing, bro. Like, so if anybody's going to the cons, and if anybody's going to San Diego Comic-Con, I'm pretty sure you'll pass a booth with Hulk 181. And even if you can't buy it, just ask one of them, like, hey man, can I take a picture with this thing? Like, hey, for real, because it's just one of those iconic books that everybody should know about. But if you don't, like, hey man, do your research. And I mean, like I said, I'm not big on collecting digital right now. But I'll tell you this much right now: if you are, then yeah, Hulk 181, man. I mean, honestly, I'd empty the clip, bro. Like, for reals, if I was. But it's just one of those books where it's not. There's never going to be another first appearance of Wolverine. So,
definitely.
Yeah, I'll just put that out there.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's the popularity thesis, right? That's why they can probably ask $20 and be justified in doing it, because any collector in the world that collects Marvel comics knows this book, right? And so, is the amount they're dropping as scarce as some of the other things we have? No, but I go back to just look at the Go Collect numbers, right? You get close to 20,000 people got this book graded, and it's still selling at the price points it is, and that's popularity. It's the same. I've said this in the past too, right? The point about dropping all the FAs and the big grails, MC1, Fantastic Four 1, ASM 1, AF-15. They're just, I mean, we're not there yet. We keep saying when, right? But at some point, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, this isn't going away. This isn't a fad. Okay, this is going to stick. And I don't have a copy of some of these, right? 60,000, 30,000, 10,000. I just don't think long term it's going to matter, right? I keep stacking MC1s. I keep stacking Fantastic Four ones, right? Because we can right now. There's a small availability, right? If you do the math and you divide the number of listings in the market by the total, number dropped, those numbers are very small. Like we think that it's not doing so great because someone just floored that MC1 for $25, right? At one point, what was the floor on them? Was it 80 or 700 or something like that? It was crazy, right? You're continuously seeing the result of market sentiment from a small handful of people that are releasing those assets, right? It's like the stock market, right? For those of you that follow or buy Bitcoin, for instance, right? I mean, it was almost $70,000 a couple of weeks ago. It just hit 55 because a bunch of people sold some. Everybody panics, they sell too. And then what happens, right? All the big guns go in and just gobble it all up. It's just market psychology. But you see it, and it's got a negative effect, right? It's like, oh my God, these grails are selling for so little right now. AF15, right? The uncommons just dipped under $100 for the first time. And you're like, uh-oh. But when you look at the number that are actually listed, it's puny. So I always try and take a step back and revert to, what's the actual story here? The actual story is VeVe is doing what it intended to do. It's getting people to collect and hold, right? And so, but you're going to get to that point. I think you're correct. Casey, the grails, the first appearances, there's only so many of them. And eventually they're not going to be able to have any more to release. But what a great thing that they've done with VeVe Comics, because now you're getting all these brand new first appearances and first characters that are going to spur the next generation, right? And it's how you keep new blood continuously excited about the market, and then that long-term effect, right? We've had like the Addiction and Evolved and the new VIZ Media books that are coming out. Like those are big deals, right? And boy, did we help as a community, make that happen, right? And so that's a pat in the back for everybody. But I just look at it too. It's like eventually they're going to run out of all the big titles. Like I think we haven't had Fantastic Four 1, and whether we're going to see Captain America 4, I know that's a big debate because of the image on the front. But I mean, for me, it's like, look, that book exists in real life. We're not living in George Orwellian 1984 where, we're at a point where you can go back and erase covers and titles and change them. It's done. It's out there. And it's a big deal in the comic collecting space. So I don't know why there's a, I know why there's an issue with it, but I'd be all over it. I'd be buying that book big time if they dropped it. But yeah, so that's just kind of where I see it. But there's going to be, I have to start thinking too, like, as a collector, like here in Vancouver, for instance, I loved the West Coast Avengers, right? Hawkeye and Tigra and Mockingbird. So I would collect all the first series runs, right? I collected Hawkeye, his first series, which was only 4 issues. So you're going to start seeing more of that type of stuff happen. And that'll give a whole new reason to collect. You'll be able to do sets. I have to think at some point, VeVe's going to be like, yeah, we should be doing set bonuses and stuff for comics, which they don't do right now, because I think the MCP value of a full run is pretty high already. But once they start doing that and you get into more of these limited series, I think there'll be more things they can do with them and have some fun. So I'm looking forward to stuff like that. But and they're good reads, right? They're fun to do. So,
oh, definitely.
Like the Deadpool one that just came out. Like that's just fun, right? So.
Oh yeah.
Part of it.
Yeah, no, definitely. What about Josh, Doctor? So, do you guys have anything you want to chime in the conversation? So, you guys have been rather quiet lately. We've been getting rugged here and there. Keep trying to jump back into space.
Yeah, I got kicked. Yeah, sorry, I've been a little quiet. I was just thinking a lot about like some of the points that were being said earlier. I think it's a fantastic conversation. I agree with what Chris was saying there. I have stuff that I think I can say about the Banksy drop, but I'll let Doc speak first, just because I know you guys are talking about comics.
All right, cool. Yeah, go for it, Doctor. Oh, so you there, Doctor? Maybe got rugged again. Oh no, there it is.
What did he ask? I couldn't hear too well. I'm just walking in the store real quick.
So just seeing your thoughts on with the latest Hulk drop.
Thoughts, man. I mean, it's lock and step with what we've gotten. I kind of expected it to have these numbers, so I'm not too surprised. Gonna take my chances and go for one on the drop, and let the chips fall the way they may, man. This is one that definitely want to collect, so I'm all for it. Love it, excited.
No, very cool. All right, let's see what else have I got here on my tool. So that's more or less the big things happening over on VeVe at the moment. So collectible wise, I don't think they've announced anything or anything like that. But yeah,
would love to hear Josh's thoughts on the Banksy, if that's all right.
Yeah,
please.
That's what I was leading back to. So Josh, I guess
sorry to interrupt.
No, all good, Josh. Hey,
Cheers,
take
bro.
with Banksy.
All good. I actually, Weizmann made a couple of really good points, because I think one of the things he mentioned earlier was how, and I don't know if you were talking about the drop or something else at the time, but you said how this was kind of like your first time, and I think this is VeVe's first time doing anything even close to the threshold of 1 million MCP points. So
yeah,
in my opinion, I think the points that Chris was talking about, how they're rewarding collectors, completely agree. I think they are doing that. I think the threshold, in my opinion, is still a little too high. I think they could probably work their way up to 1 million, but they should probably test with a little bit smaller numbers first. That's just me. The 250 is like, yeah, I guess maybe closer to something like that. But, just because, in the reason why I'm saying that is because I agree with Chris saying that they're rewarding collectors, but I do think that there's the other side too, where there's been collectors who've been here since season 1, 2, 3 who don't have the 1 million still, right? Despite the fact that they put the time, the effort in to build their collections. So in a way, those collectors are kind of getting slapped, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion, and that's why I think they should kind of work their way up to test it first, because they don't even know if there's going to be the 88 people who are going to bid 1 million, right? There might be. But I think they should work their way up.
Maybe, like, say if it was this comic that was dropping, you needed 1 million to get it. I mean, just saying, something that people really have to have, then it would be quite controversial. Maybe that's why they're doing it with something that isn't necessarily, a must for everyone.
Maybe they're saving it for something like Captain America #1. Ooh.
Or Pokemon.
or Pokemon.
But yeah, Josh, that's a great point. Maybe it could have been a bit lower, but yeah, it's not essential. It's not an essential thing.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but have we even had a drop that's 100,000 requirement?
I don't think so. No, because the minimums are usually always around the 500, the 5,000, something like that.
That's the minimum. Yeah, I know they jumped it up for some drops.
Yeah,
but
for some of them. But that's a good point. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah, and that's just where I keep going back to in my head is like it's just a very, very big jump. That's all.
Yeah, I suppose that's what makes it special and catches the headlines. Though it's like catch people's attention.
That is true. Like that could also be a reason why they did it. That is true.
No, then I guess we'll have to just stay tuned and see what happens. But yeah, but like we were saying before, it's like the case of because how long would it actually take to actually accrue 1 million MCP points? I mean, you'd have to sink some serious cash into to actually having 1 million points to start with, and then there's the case of is it going to be worth it? The time versus value and all that sort of stuff. So I know. I guess maybe just VeVe just testing the waters, trying something new, see if anybody actually cares about it. And
well, the interesting thing too is that there are a lot of people on the app who have 1 million. I mean, Vivesman said it himself; he has it. It's just whether he wants to spend it because he's had time and effort put into to get it right. So, and that's why I think working way up to 1 million is smarter, because there's more than 88 people on the platform with 1 million MCP points, sure, but it's a completely other thing when it comes to actually wanting to spend them.
Yeah, definitely.
But it is gamification at the end of the day too. So the 1 million makes you question it, and yeah, it's a whole game. So I like the point that Vivesman said about how it's the number that can kind of attract more people in the headlines too, because that is a really good point.
Mm.
Yeah, it certainly caught my attention. You know, but yeah, it's not something I have to have, you know. But I think it's a really interesting first step. But everyone's nervous. Yeah, what's coming next? Not nervous, but nervous to spend them.
Well, exactly.
Go, if only I'd saved it. But surely then, if there's only 70 in the market, you know, you're going to be able to. Oh, I don't know.
Like considering San Diego Comic Con coming up soon as well, so there'll probably be some drops coming for that. So I don't know.
You haven't played your not financial advice trailer, but I'm actually looking for advice here.
Let's do it right now.
Just to build off your point there for a second, because actually, hang on a sec. No, let me think about it first. No, keep going.
Okay, well, then come back. Let's do this little part thing just because it's fun.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
Nothing ever said on this channel is classed as financial advice. So I have enough trouble giving anyone advice about anything, let alone being financial advice. I have enough trouble with my own money, let alone anyone else's. So the only thing I do always advise is that if you ever have the chance to meet up with anyone from the collectors community in real life, definitely do it, because it's a next level experience, and it's just fun to actually connect with people that are on the same wavelength and like-minded as yourself. And it's a very pleasant experience, and I'm very happy to be doing it at the end of this month. And also, I'm coming to Vegas as well, baby. So I'll be doing it in November as well. Also, as well, collect what you love. Have fun in your collecting journey. If you haven't had a chance to watch X-Men 97, please do so, because it is amazing. And also, buy yourself a decent air fryer, because it will change your cooking experience for the rest of your life. And back to the show.
So true about the air fryer.
Oh, mate. It is like the most used appliance in my house. So I do like everything with it. But just make sure it's a decent brand. I got myself a Ninja one, and I never look back.
Yeah, we're the same.
I definitely missed that part of the case.
Yeah. The only thing I do recommend though is that I if I had to go back and buy it, because I got one with 2 dual cooking trays, I would have got one with just a single massive tray, because it's big enough to cook things like pizzas and little cakes and stuff in there. But again, not financial advice. No, very cool. So Josh, did you have what you want to talk about?
Yeah, I wanted to think back on my words, otherwise I was going to butcher this.
Yeah, go on.
No, Vivesman made me think about something else, because I think right now, and I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but spending 1 million points in exchange for the collectible is one thing, but what else would I get as a collector for spending the 1 million? Because at this point, like, I don't see much of it of like an incentive to spend the points if I know I can just grab in the market right after and not like gamble, you know?
Yeah. Well,
I think we need to do a little bit more with there as well, because I just see that pattern of like, there's the opportunity to craft, but people skip out on the crafting just to go buy in the market.
Yeah. No, I've got a good idea what would probably do it, and it's a word that gets thrown around through all the spaces. It would be some form of utility.
Never heard of it.
Nah, me neither. Yeah, no, I mean,
but Josh, sorry.
Yeah,
You say grab it in the market. This is potentially going to be difficult to grab in the market, isn't it?
It's going to be difficult, but the thing is, it's still possible.
Oh God, yeah. But yeah. No, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, like
I just want
Yeah, go on,
want an answer. Someone tell me what to do.
Somebody tell me. I need to
Is it worth
know.
going for? Yes or no?
No, I would say go for it if you feel that it is something that connects with you. If you're in a position to do so, that's not going to wipe you out, and you want it, and it's something that will be special and impactful in your life, do it. But again,
completely agree.
But if you want to try and play the flipping game, I mean that's dangerous territory, and that's totally up to you. But again,
it's not my natural territory, that, you know. And like I said, I don't connect with it 100%. I love what's already dropped. So, but like Chris said earlier, it's the first though. It's the first of this.
Exactly.
And 70, it's a big deal.
No, definitely. What about D or Chris or Shawnee? Do you have any thoughts on the matter at all?
I have, if I could, I have nowhere near that many MCP points.
No, me neither.
Like not even a fifth of it. So for me, I personally wouldn't go for it. But good luck to everyone who is.
Exactly.
I'm with D. I'm nowhere near any of the MCP points, so not happening for Shawnee Poo. Wah, wah.
No, it's like this one. This one.
That's good. So good, brother.
That's right, Shawnee. I've been taking notes, mate. I'm trying to develop my own sort of soundboard, but it's just on the back burner with everything else I've been trying to do.
Brother, you're killing it. Oh, I love it.
I've seen that skit. Is that from Saturday Night Live?
it might be.
Yeah. There's a, can't remember what her name is. She's constantly negative about everything. Everything she says, it goes wah 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 wah. Yeah. I love it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm so up in the air because that would wipe me out. I have enough, but that would be it. And then it's like, I don't know what another year it would take me to get back there. It's one of those things. It's so hard to let go. It's like, oh, accumulated all these points. I don't know what I'm actually using them for yet, but I know something's probably coming. And then, but yeah, like I think, was it Weissman or Mr. Falcon? It was like the first, right? It's the first time this has happened. Like the Thanos crafting was the first. So I absolutely went for that. But also it wasn't a million points, right? So, but it begs the question, because that puts the ultra rare, like lots of people I think could potentially go for that. Now 250,000 wouldn't take me as long to recover, but and then you're participating. So I'm actually thinking more along that lines, right? Like it wouldn't be as huge a hit to the points pocket, but that's why I'm always wondering what's the valuation back on those points, because if let's say you do it and then maybe the market listing doesn't equate to what you gave away in points, or the opposite could happen. It's like, oh, I should have done it. I knew it. I didn't. And now look, right? I could have gone and flipped it and maybe bought this.
Yep.
Those are my dilemmas usually. But I mean, at the end of the day, like I agree with Josh on both points, right? There's definitely a reward that's being given, but right, the classic example is Aaron buying a massive amount of AF-15s, commons and uncommons. Like his bag of those is exceptional, and if we ever go the way we're all thinking and hoping, I mean, that's going to be a massive collection to have. But you don't get the reward on the points because they're not 6-point secret rares. So I can see that too, right? And then I don't know, but the end of the day for me, like I was starting to say there, I just like that they're doing this. I think it's another example that VeVe is so far ahead, so like tip of the spear here. Like, they're just innovative. They're trying new things. They're testing things out. They're obviously in a full-on build mode mentality. It's like, look, we've got these people that have these points. Let's try something, right? And it might work flawlessly. It might be, like some of the times when they try new things, it doesn't go exactly according to plan. But for me, it's like, wow, they're still trying it. They're testing it. And this is really innovative. And I keep seeing these examples come to market that, other people will then try to copy and duplicate and all that, which is great. But I think it's helping the entire space, right? And it's showing people at the end of the day, hey, there is some actual value to holding your assets, right? And then long term, right, if they're accumulating points, and what it sparked another, you saw a bunch of posts on Twitter and stuff, right? People going back out and buying some ultra rare and secret rare stuff that's, really affordable right now. It's a chance to get more points, right? So you can see that happening. And I don't know, I've got pieces that I have that are, really low cost per point value that I'm just holding. I would never buy them because that's not the type of stuff that I'm interested in or would necessarily collect. But there's a strategy, right? There's a game being played here. Right? You're either in it or you're not. And I mean, like I think it was VIZ, was it earlier? These first world problems. Right?
Yeah, first world problems is like, yes, how do I spend my million MCP?
Yeah.
Yes.
1 million points.
1 million MCP points.
It's a nice dilemma to have.
Yeah, that's great.
Good problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
99% of the planet's like, what are these guys talking about? What's MCP, right? Like, MCP's from Tron, right? That's the...
Whoa. From Tron. Oh, yeah, Tron. I forgot about
that. Yeah, so I don't know. It's at the end of the day, it'll be quite interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
But
It's good that something's happening. It's good. You've collected all these points. Not even if you've not got a million, it doesn't matter. Just that something's happening. A reward for, like everyone was saying.
Yeah.
For holding those points, for being a collector.
Yeah, that's right. Like I said, like it's all just baby steps and innovation. Like it's good, like like that they just keep trying new things, try and see what sticks. Sometimes things work, some things don't. Like you have like little crafting bugs here and there. But like I said, the VeVe's drops are still selling out. So they're still making money. They're getting better every time. I mean, like I said before, like like you take where they were 3 years ago compared to now, they've just come leaps and bounds.
Oh yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
and just to be clear, like my points earlier too weren't to try and like talk down on the drop. When I saw the drop get announced, I was so excited. I just think now, like, it goes back to what Chris was just saying there too. It's the first time they're doing this, and we see that they're making changes to things like crafting, and they're experimenting. So now is the time for the community to be the most critical.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the feedback is huge, right? I mean, that's why I kind of like testing stuff. Like even when the collectible Wolverine dropped, I'm like, there's no way I'm not minting one of these. Like the edition number sometimes doesn't always matter. Like I just wanted to know that no one has ever had this before, right? That's the first one. I minted it. I'm keeping it. Now I'll go into market and I'll grab the things I want and stuff like that. But I used MCP points and not necessarily because I thought it was going to sell out or anything, but it's like, well, I haven't used them really for anything else. I want to try it. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, and I had enough that, it's kind of okay to throw a few at it and stuff like that. But I mean, that's so innovative. Like when you think of all the tech that must have to be under the scene to have all this happen, to me, it's really mind boggling that this is all like, and we look at it to your point, Oz, about, where were we when we started, right? Hammering our phones. We had this chat, right? Shutting off every other device in the house because VeVe was doing a drop, and it was clunky. But I mean, it was exciting too. I kind of miss that a little bit.
Yeah, I do a little bit as well.
still have my my USB-C to HDMI adapter, so I can plug it into my internet.
I remember shopping on Amazon, like, where do I get a direct ether or not Ethernet cable, right? But like, how do I get this phone faster? I deleted photos, I optimized, I hibernated all my apps, I did everything. I tried it on iPads, and yeah, it was, and I seldom could win anything because my fingers were too slow. Couldn't pound the screen fast enough. But,
oh, mate.
So, but you think back, right? Like someone that comes new to the app today that signs up and downloads it. Like, this is a really good point Josh brought up, because they're not experiencing 2.5, 3 years worth of community feedback, failures, wins. They don't see all that. They just come into it and expect the app to kind of work and do what it says when you read the description in the App Store, or you go to their website, be like, oh, this is a pretty cool experience. We've lived through the battles. We've fought in the trenches, right? And we're now starting to come out of it, and things are exciting, but a little calmer, right? The team's bigger. I think they have more development tools than Josh. You're probably better able to talk about it than I am, but
Chris,
the product is better.
Chris, I love it. I love it that I've been through that evolution of it, but I don't miss it at all.
No.
In the UK, I had the Ethernet adapter for the phone and everything, and honestly, I didn't get anything for so long. My son got my first thing, which was the Mickey drop, the Steamboat Willie.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the first thing we ever. That's the first thing we ever got in a lot of trying, and I said, "That's yours forever. That's it." Because he got it for me, because his fingers are a lot faster than mine. Going back to the speed thing, but yeah, you're completely right though. New users come in and are having a whole different experience.
That's a good one to have first, though, right? But and also for like me, the game really changed a lot. Like back in the early days, we went for every single drop. You were just so disappointed when you didn't win one.
That was every time for me, Chris. That was every time.
Well,
I'm still stuck with it.
Too. I barely got anything in the days.
Of course.
But now it's like I'm more into the edition numbers, and I personally, right, this is just my own thing, but man, I love seeing people posting like, look, I've matched these two things together. I've paired up my comic with my collectible, and here's my real life asset and the photos, and it's fun when you see that kind of stuff, right? And so my strategy changed quite a bit, where now I don't go for all the drops, right? If it's important enough, yeah, but I like the market. I love the fact people relist under retail. I'm glad it happens. I know people complain about it all the time, and for me, it's like, fill your boots, right? Dump things at a half loss. I don't care, because that's really where I can get 2 or 3 or 4 for the price of one, and right, have one to read, have one to just hold. The old David Hughes comment, right? Make sure you always have 3 of something, right? But sometimes it's easier to do that, and 5,000, 10,000 mints, right? That's not all that much a lot of times, and so sometimes it's just there's some nice stacking capabilities which didn't really exist back in the earlier days either. And then you hit that bull run, and it was hard to get stuff, right? So maybe that's I don't know if we're ever going to get back to those super all-time highs. I still believe we can. My expectation easily, again, your NFA insert, right? But I think it's an easy assumption. You could probably get back to at least half of it in the next big run, right?
Yeah.
And then, when the larger crypto market and the global economy recovers, there's all kinds of things that could happen that'll impact where things are, right? And so I just stay positive, but it's different now too. I think the collecting side of this has really taken off. The community side has really taken off. I don't think like the fast turnarounds that we saw, right? The crazy valuations and the flipping that made some of the the YouTubers out there really unhappy that, you know, they would miss out and stuff, right? That seems to be settling down quite a bit, which I think is good, because if you want new adoption and more members to come in, they don't want to come into a community that's fighting and yelling and complaining and constantly battling a company. Like why would you join up, right? So it's kind of why I just, the positivity is so important, but it's also, it's good when, you know, Josh, you're saying like that feedback, right? Like VeVe's going to listen to people that give constructive feedback and they're positive about it. The angle is, look, this is something I noticed. I think if you did this tweak, this could probably really help, or you might get this type of person more interested. If you're just out there complaining and yelling because you're upset that you're whatever issue you have, you don't get listened to, right? But that's any business. That's not just VeVe, right? So, but it all helps, right? I think everybody in here has contributed to the growth of this thing. I'm mesmerized by it. Like I said, I've been in marketing 20 something years, right? And to see a community that's this supportive, this invested, willing to just do so much, like what you're doing, Alex, right? You're a self-made ambassador of a brand that you believe in. Do you know how valuable that is to clients in the world? Like, you often have to go out and pay an influencer to do this type of work. You have to buy marketing, and you have to spend hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, to push your brand out in front of people that don't necessarily want to hear it, but repetitive and impressions, and, you know, gradually you start to become familiar with the brand because you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
Right. This is the organic growth opposite. This is as grassroots and real as it gets. Like everybody, right? Mr. Falcon and Vibesman and the Uncommon podcasts, and Aaron when he had the My Collectibles, right? Like all of this helps. It's just incredible. And that's really what drives all this community, because we're all really interested in what everyone has to say, right? And that's how we all grow together. And so that's why I spend a couple hours on a Sunday talking about this. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Chris, I can tell you, man, how much I appreciate your conversations. Every time you're in the space, I feel like the conversations are very in depth. I appreciate it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you for like the kind words as well. I mean, like I said, like that's the whole reason why I do this, is like to try and create a space, like, you know, for everyone to come together and, like, you know, share their collect, like the love of collecting, or just a nice place just to geek out with other like-minded individuals. Because, like, you know, I've said in the past, like, you know, you try and talk to your family, friends, and but they don't really understand it or don't get it, and it gets rather frustrating. But when you come in here, like, you know, you basically involved with everyone else, it's a really lovely experience.
Yeah. You know, and I'll end off that with like the chance to, again, you know, going back to the Maui meeting D and Hanano, like my wife has been so fantastically willing to put up with me and all this stuff, right? Like, we'll do family movie nights or something, and I'm on the MacBook, you know, pounding out some ideas for my next blog or something like that. Like, it's always on. There's always something going on in the background with all of this stuff, right? And so, but it's kind of been like, yeah, that's your dad's thing. Let him do his VeVe. And today she came up and said hi to everybody on a live stream, which she has never done. Like, I don't want to do that. No way. And I think because having met Dee and Hananu, it's like, well, this is real.
Yeah.
Right? There's some great value involved in this. And she sees now beyond just me reading comic books, right? It's like, oh, I get what's happening here. And so, yeah, that's all part of it, right? So.
Exactly. And you have to remind her now that this is a recorded space. There is now proof.
There's proof?
There's proof.
Yeah.
She'll have to come back now. She's taking the first step.
So anyone else that's in my
awesome.
boat, that's right. Anyone else that's in my boat, tell your partner, hey, this is real, right? Chris's wife got in here. So, yeah.
I would love to be in that boat, but no, my wife is still under the impression that, like, you know, I talk to people who aren't real on the internet, so it's just like that's just a conversation we don't really go into.
Perfect.
I'm in the same boat as you, Oz.
Okay. Yeah.
It can happen.
Exactly. Right. Well, this has been a fun one, guys. Like, it's been really like sort of chilled conversation. We've gone over all sorts of things this time around, like mainly just the VeVe drops, just love of collecting. Just yeah, it's been a nice chilled out session. Really enjoy it. But just to give everyone a bit of fair warning, I do have to start wrapping up the space in the next 15, 20 minutes, just because, like, you know, I do need some degree of sleep. But like I always say, like, if there is anyone out there who's been listening in the background and wants to come up and say a few words or say hi, or just looking for somewhere to speak in the space for the first time, looking for a bit of confidence, you're more welcome to do that. That's what these spaces are all about. So that's what Web V is all about. It's just creating a space where we can all come together and just share our love of collecting, whether that be physical, digital, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, whatever you're into, we're all for it.
Going on that note, about the other halves, I think they just gotta meet me and other females in the space.
Yes, please.
And they'll be more comfortable.
Oh, that would be lovely.
That would be awesome. You can sort them right out.
Yeah, set straight.
Yeah, please, D.
That's it.
You will be offering services in the VeVeverse.
Oh,
that's.
I would have to get access first.
No, very cool.
I'm still chuckling behind my phone. Chris has me thinking all the way back. You guys remember when people would use like the massage guns to try and hit the buy now button on their phone?
Just my God, yes. Fun times.
My table. Yeah, well, fun, but also like Wiseman said, so they want to go back to it. I don't blame them. But yeah, I would have to like open my internet speed connection every single time before it dropped just to read the speed. It's like, yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
It's way different.
Oh man, I remember those days, bro. I got a confession. I still got this app. It's called VeVe Dropaholic, man, and it helps you prep and practice for the drops. It has like the countdown time, and then it turns to the buy now button, bro. I was on it. I was like a robot, like a cyborg, man. I was a human robot, bro. I was crazy with the drops. So I was practicing. I still got the app. I refuse to delete it.
That's
you know
it.
I'm one day I'll need it again. You know.
No, very cool. Well, yeah, like, you know, the stories, like people have buying like those 6 or 7 phones with different accounts, and they're all like, you know, linked up and having to, like, you know, push them all at the same time. And yeah, it was a crazy time. Like I said, like kids today wouldn't know the stress of like having to watch the countdown, and like, you know, be like the sweat running down the back of your head, your finger at the ready on the buy now button, thinking like, you know, could this be it? Could this be beyond all odds? I might actually get something on this drop. And then you go for it, and you either get sold out in like the first half a second, and you're like, oh, I don't even know why I bother, or by some miracle you actually end up landing a common, and it's like the greatest thing in the world. It doesn't matter if you didn't land a secret rare, you just landed a common, you landed something, and you're like, oh my God, you're just like this, you're just like, yes. This is like the greatest thing, like, you know, in the world. But now today it's quite easy. You just join the wait list and just, oh yeah, I didn't get selected. Oh well, I'll just pick it up for cheap in the aftermarket.
Or a rebound.
Or rebound, that's right, or rebound.
Oz,
yeah, mate.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking Vegas wise? Have you made plans?
Vegas wise, I bought my flights, so that's probably the first thing I've done. So that's pretty awesome. Which is where are you? That one. So yeah, so the flights are booked. Just accommodation wise, I've managed to I'm actually teaming up with Guri at the moment. So I'm sort of rooming with him for the first night, and then because I fly in on a Wednesday. So I'm doing basically from Wednesday to Wednesday, so from the 13th to the 20th of November, and basically just rolling from there. Really, there's only really 3 things I want to do while I'm there besides decon and meeting everybody. Is that I want to try and see the Grand Canyon, and the Hoover Dam, because they just seem like a must to do while you're out that way. Obviously, anyone who actually lives out there in the Vegas area, if you've got any other suggestions, I'm all for it and want to hear it. But the other thing I really want to do, and this is just because it's my first time in America and it just seems like it's going to be really fun, is I just want to get to a gun range and fire something really, really high powered that I would never have any chance of getting here in the UK. That would be amazing.
Yeah, you got to definitely make that happen, man.
Absolutely. I was looking at some of the packages online, and they've even got packages where you can even jump on and fire off like a minigun.
Oh, you can blow anything up.
I know. I'm just thinking, oh my god, this is like the greatest thing ever. I could literally jump on this minigun and reenact my favorite scene, from Predator, and just mow down everything.
I knew it. It was somehow related.
Absolutely, for the opportunity to go get myself an old painless and just mow down anything. I mean, it does say online that you only get 100 rounds, so it will only go for half a second, but it'll be like a half a second and be like, oh my god.
You should go look at aliens in the desert. Area 51.
Ooh,
Area 51.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. I know, but like I said, I'm open to suggestions. So if anybody is interested, maybe doing a day trip out to the Grand Canyon or the Hoover Dam, or just doing something cool in Vegas, hit me up in the DMs because I'm all for it.
The Grand Canyon is a definite.
Absolutely.
I think that's cool. That contrast going from Vegas, those bright lights to to the Grand Canyon, it's just perfect. We did that. We flew from in a helicopter and then watched the sunset as you flew back to Vegas over the Strip, but just landed in the Grand Canyon, and it's a definite. That'd be a good one.
Oh, here we go. So I was hoping Double Cool might pipe up. Double Cool says Hoover Dam is easy. The Grand Canyon requires a helicopter tour. By road, it's 4 hours away. Ooh, yeah. That actually was suggested to me, saying if you're going to do the Grand Canyon, you definitely got to do it by helicopter.
Yeah, helicopter is and the pilot we had, he played really cool music as you're flying in, and it was just once in a lifetime stuff.
Yeah, was it like a Ride of the Valkyries, like Apocalypse Now?
Exactly, he played that. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it is that mind-blowing contrast. Suddenly you realize you're in the middle of the desert, and it's beautiful contrast.
Awesome. Yeah, looking forward to it. So those are basically the three things I really want to do while I'm there, besides of course meeting up with everybody and doing the decon, and also checking out Kid Arcade's party as well at what's Ninja Karaoke. That one I'm really looking forward to as well.
That's going to be a good party.
That is going to be a very good party. But yeah, guys, we're coming up on 10:30 here at night in the UK, so I will have to start saying my goodbye soon. But this is, like I said, it's been a load of fun. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's taking the time out of your busy day, night, evening to come and chill in the space with us. I've seen the likes of all the cool kids in the house. I see we've had we've had Sven. So hey, and Anna's listening in the background as well. Good to see you, mate. Say Master Ronnie's with us. Say Omi Homie Felix, good to see you, mate. Say Smurf's dad. Say VeVe Wheels. Say another big supporter of the space as well. Good to see you, mate. Richard. Richard, Exhibition Richard, and Richard Fajoli. Good to see you. Vegan of Things. King Nino, Wes, Be Grand. Say Mondo's still with us as well. So hope you're doing well, mate. So it's good to see you back and active in the space again. And good to see Vincent's over there promoting the addiction as well. I believe the second addiction is hitting comic book shop soon. So that's really good, and also really looking forward to seeing when the next edition drops on VeVe. So hopefully that's coming soon. And like I said as well, I will be hitting up Vincent as well if you'd be interested in maybe perhaps coming on to get to the comics to come maybe do a reading of the addiction comics, and maybe even hit a few people up that might be interested in doing maybe a group one. But who knows? We'll see. I've got a couple of big names I'm trying to get a hold of at the moment, but some of them are quite elusive. But it's all progressing. But I see Froze in the background as well. Hopefully he's not veving and drinking, because we know how that one turns out. So Hinana's still with us. Shawnee, Weisman, Chris, D, Josh. So Omar. So it's it's just really good, like, to have everyone here in the space, and like I keep saying, as long as everyone keeps coming back and enjoying the space, we'll keep hosting for as long as we can. But before I start closing out, was there anything that anybody wanted to leave us with? Say Weisman, Shawnee, Chris, D, Josh. How about we start with Shawnee? Shawnee, anything you want to leave us with, mate?
Yes, I completely forgot to give a shout out to the Real Uncommon podcast. D and Hinano. I forgot to give them love. They are fantastic. I love them. They're wonderful. Everyone else out there, I mean, you got great people. Collectors Gone Digital. I mean, Fro, Vibesman, Chris Sievers. I love you guys all, man. Double Quill. You guys keep it up. Keep the positivity going.
Yes.
Yes.
I got you covered here, mate. Oh, no, not that one. That one. Anyway.
Excelsior. Anyways, love you guys. Have a great weekend.
You too, Shawnee. Take care, mate. Thanks for dropping in. Oh, and I've got Doctor back up to the stage. What about Weisman? Weisman, anything you want to say about it before I start closing out?
Thanks for a great space. Lovely to see everyone, to listen to everyone, and I can't wait to see you in a few weeks. It's going to be good.
Oh, mate, we're going to have a ball.
Yeah, I really look forward to it. So, yeah, thank you so much, and take care, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, and thanks again for coming to drop into the space, mate. Always a pleasure to speak to you. Yeah, like I said, looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks. We'll definitely have to get this cinema thing sorted as well.
Yeah, I can't wait. I might have 1 million less MCP points when we next speak. We shall see.
We'll see.
Take care, brother.
Yeah, take care, mate. We'll talk more soon. Chris, anything you want to say, mate, before we start closing out?
Some good closeouts already. I'll just pair that. The appreciation, thanks for the time, for everybody showing up. Great roster here today. Just fun. And keep the fun alive, everybody. It's collecting what we love, right? So, and yes, I'm very interested to see who's missing 1 million points in a few days. So,
yeah,
can't wait.
Nice one.
Good luck to all, and good luck to all on these drops. This is some exciting times. So,
oh mate, let's tell you what, the next couple of days are going to be very intense. We've got, like I said, we've got the Banksy drop, we've got the Hulks, and we've also got that Ultraman comic as well dropping. So yeah, it's gonna be a wild ride. So pay attention to the market, because there could be some deals there. But or you might be crying because you're, like you said, you're 1 million MCP points short. But no.
Hey, quick note on that that ViZ comic too. It's like 240 pages or something. It's like getting 10 comics in one.
Oh, I know. It's a monster. It's like 240 pages. I took one look at it, just like, man, if I ever have to do this, like on Get to the Comics, I mean, how many episodes is this going to take?
It'd be a few hours, I would imagine. Yeah.
Also as well, because I just saw him drop in, Mr. MC1. Congratulations to you, sir, on your level 100 spotlight, being acknowledged by VeVe, mate. Massive achievement to you. So I just want to give you a quick one of here before I start closing out. That one. Yeah, very, very, very cool. But yeah, so Doctor, anything you want to leave us with, mate, before I start closing out?
Oh man, yo, appreciate you always coming through, having this space, man. Appreciate everybody coming through, chilling out with us. My phone's been acting crazy all day, so appreciate you helping me out with that. And yeah, man, I think everything that needs to be said has been said. So that's it for me, man.
Nice one. Well, again, thank you so much for chilling in the space with us, Doctor. Much appreciated. I do apologize again for not tagging you in the post. I normally do, but yeah, just thanks for dropping in, and yeah, also thanks for being a co-host as well, along with Josh. D, is there anything you want to leave us with as well before we start closing out?
Yeah, thanks for the space, Oz. Great conversations with everybody up here. Yeah, love to see everybody engaging in all the different topics and all the different projects. And hope everyone has a great rest of their day. Get some sleep if you need to. And yeah, thanks again for the space.
Oh, hey, and it's me. It's Proxy D. Wanted to tell everyone thanks for the great conversation. Collectors Gone Digital, Dokta Strange, my brother Chris. We need to have another conversation, Chris. We need to have a hana ho. We call that a round 2 here in Hawaii, Chris. But it was good to hang out with you in Maui. Vibes, man. Shawnee Poo. You know I love you, Shawnee. Good to see you up here, as well as everyone else down in the space. We love you all.
That's it. And we love you, random citizen. Sorry, just a little bit of Mega Minds pop to my head there. Yeah, no, awesome. Yeah, no, again, thank you so much for chilling in the space with us. And yeah, like always, always a pleasure just to be enjoying this crazy journey with you. And of course, last but not least, Josh, Collectors Gone Digital, mate. Anything you want to leave us with before we start closing out?
Yeah, first off, let me say again, I'm so sorry for being a terrible co-host at the beginning. I'm sorry. Don't fire me. And then as for everybody else who's on stage, appreciate the combo. Vibesman, man, I got to be honest with you. I hopped into space. I saw you on stage. I got happy. So I think the first time you and I spoke, you had mentioned that it was your first time speaking on stage. So awesome to see you on stage, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Chris, love the combos, as always. Appreciate you. D, Hanano, you guys know I already love you. Shawnee, appreciate it. Doc, hope you're doing well. And as for everybody else, we'll catch you in the next one.
Absolutely. So thank you, Josh. And on that note, I guess I'll start doing my little closeout spiel. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's taking the time out of your busy day to come and chill in the space with us. We've had fantastic conversations in regards to VeVe and to everything else happening across the space as well. We've got some Crypt Toys, some McFarlane, and all the different projects out there. And it's just been a fun, nice little chill out, geek out session. Just seeing like all the excitement coming soon. Because like I said, it's going to be a wild couple of days. We've got like the Hulk dropping. We've got the Banksy million MCP points thing happening. We've got the Ultraman comic, which is very exciting. So yeah, just want to say big thank you and a big shout out to VeVe as well for creating a product that's basically bringing all these amazing people together from all over the world. It's just giving us something to basically bring us all together, and that's what it's all about. Just collecting and connecting with others, and just sharing the love of this digital collecting journey. And a big shout out to the Web V Collective as well, which is the collectors community that I happen to be part of, or happen to be the so-called president, because that's how it was in the beginning. But I mean, I'm just a guy who just wants to provide a space for everyone just to come and collect and connect, and that's what it's all about. And yeah, big shout out to everyone, all of our members as well. And yeah, that's what these spaces are brought to you by. And for those of you who aren't familiar with it or don't realize it, is Web V. The V doesn't actually stand for VeVe, even though some people think it does. No, it stands for value. So that's what we're just trying to bring to the space, into people's lives, and just trying to keep the positivity rolling for as long as I possibly can. And on that note, though, I also like to take this little moment just to do a quick shout out to all our members, because we've got over 50 members now. They've all got their own individual projects. So I'll just jump over them really, really quick. So we will start off with yes, D.
Sorry, real quick. Can I show real quick?
Yep.
We're gonna be airdropping something for our pass holders in our Discord tonight.
Ooh, yes. So I do believe if you need to get into the Discord, you need to put in your token ID number, if that's right, and then you'll be eligible for that. Or is it your wallet address?
Oh, well, once you get into our Discord with your pass or any qualifying items, you will need to drop your wallet.
There you go. So on that note, guys, I just want to do a big shout out to the Real Uncommon Podcast to start off with. If you haven't gotten involved with their project, definitely do so. They've recently just released the True Podcast Key, which has a whole heap of utility attached to it. But for more information, see either Hinano and D. And yeah, definitely worth getting. I believe it's over on OpenSea, and it was a 95 Matic last time I looked. So if you're interested in that, definitely pick yourself up one. Big shout out to My Collectibles, K Collections, Evolved, Collectors Gone Digital. So Josh, if you haven't checked out his content involving VeVe and some of the creative stuff behind it, just definitely check it out. So awesome content, puts a lot of work into it. And yeah, at the very least, give him a like to get it out there to the VeVe gods. Big shout out to Double Quill as well, and Chris Severs with their blogs over on Medium and Go Collect. Always a impressive and really fun source of entertainment and value. Big shout out to VeVe Arcade as well, who does his show. Normally does his show every Sunday, but I believe he had the day off, which is totally cool. Just again, another real positive voice in the space, and does all the amazing Kid Arcade light parades that we give away on the show from time to time, and he also airdrops. Big shout out to Dokta Strange with All Things Strange with his Stack and Slack videos, and also dropping those awesome custom beats and videos for other content creators out there as well. Also, he's the one responsible for the Web V Anthems, which was played at the start of this episode, and also will be available when this episode eventually gets to YouTube as well. It's also got a really, really cool intro video to it as well. So if you can, get over there, give him a like, comment, subscribe, and also if you're interested in getting some custom stuff done for yourself, you can hit him up in the DMs, and he'll fix you up with that. Big shout out to the biggest bro as well, who also backs up Kid Arcade on his show on Sundays. A big shout out to Shawnee Poo, who is just another positive voice in the space, and he's also got his own project in the works as well with Fuji, which I believe is coming along nicely. So I'm really looking forward to seeing when that's ready to roll. Big shout out to Informant BE, who does the drop videos covering what's going on VeVe, and also does the muzzle run videos as well. Covers all that. Big shout out to Mr. Falcon and Doobs with their all the vault building stuff they do, and Mr. Falcon also does his VeVe News, is also very, very entertaining. Also wondering what Hoggle's going to be doing next. Big shout out to Olga MKC with the Medikitties project. Big shout out to Miss Gecko as well, who does Bill and Geck's Excellent Adventures, and also co-hosts with all sorts of different personalities and voices in the X spaces out there, and just a lovely lady and voice of positivity. Big shout out to Casual as well, who does he's been doing the Funkos, he's doing the Casual Chimps as well, which is what my profile is, and I see one or two other ones down there, or I did, well, not anymore, but another very, very talented individual in the spaces. He also does his own karaoke spaces from time to time as well. Big shout out to Key Collecting 98, who does his show on Whatnot from time to time as well. Again, another electrifying personality, and just creates an experience that you just will not forget. Big shout out to Davo as well for all his amazing artwork that he does for. He's done artwork for the Real Uncommon podcast. He's done it for Collectors Gone Digital, and he's also the one responsible for the logo for Get to the Comics as well, and has done a few little NFT projects here and there. Big shout out to Clarissa as well for all the selfies and cosplay stuff that she does out there on X. Some of the especially that one, the death she did a little while ago, just amazing. Like, wow, the talent is the words can't describe the talent. Big shout out to Yo Steph and VeVe Magic as well for the spaces they put on as well in regards to keeping us informed of what's going on in the Disney spaces. And I had one more I had to add. Oh yeah, big shout out to Larry for chilling and vibing, because what are we doing? So we're just chilling and vibing. It's again another fantastic voice in the space, and I just love what he's doing. And I think just about everybody in this chat's just about been on his show from what I can see. So yeah, big shout out to him, and of course, last but not least, myself, Mr. Osmond Click 63, where I do Get to the Comics. No. Every Friday, we try and do live comic book readings from some of the comics that we do on VeVe. And like I said before, last week we did X-Men number 4, which was the first appearance of Mega Red with Key Collector 98 and Darian. And like I said before, Darian stole the show on that, so definitely check it out. And if you want to, leave us a like, a comment, subscribe if you feel inclined to do so. But this week, I'll give you a little sneak peek, little teaser. This Friday, we are going to be doing live Wolverine number 66, which is the first appearance of Old Man Logan. And my special guest is going to be the one, the only, Rebel Duck. So stay tuned for that one, guys, because the promo material will be dropping in X in the next couple of days. And on that note, guys, I better get some sleep because it's getting late, and I'm probably going to get some angry text messages soon from the missus saying, shut up and come to sleep. So I just want to say again, big thank you to everyone who's been tuning in from start to finish, or you're just jumping in now, if you're just jumping in now, fear not, because it'll be available on YouTube on the Web V Collective's YouTube channel. Big thank you to everyone who's spoken in the spaces today. Like big thank you to Josh, D, Doctor, Chris, Weisman, Mr. Falcon, Key Collector 98, Shawnee, and anyone else I might have forgot off the top of my head. But again, I just sort of thank everybody. And like I said, it's you guys, the speakers and listeners, are what make these spaces what they are. And on that note, guys, I'm going to say good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you might be in the world. This has been Web V Weekends episode 36. I've been your host, Osman Collect 63. Take care, guys. Have a good one, and we'll talk more soon.